You must be wondering, what should I do if the USCIS sent me a 10-year green card instead of a 2-year green card because I had applied within 2 years of my marriage? If that's the case, this video is for you. So technically, USCIS should have given me a 2-year green card because it was a conditional green card, seeing the situation of my application was 2 years within the time of my marriage. But they had a glitch on their end and they had generated a 10-year green card for me, which I had consulted with a bunch of attorneys and also reading a bunch of blogs online. I realized that there are two options. One, you could sit with the 10-year green card and you continue to use it. Or two, just to be on the safe side and have a clean record with the USCIS, assume that this green card is going to end in 2 years, though it says it's going to end in 10 years. And within that 2-year time frame, 90 days within the 2-year anniversary of that green card, go ahead and submit the I751 application for removal of conditions, which is exactly what I did. More details about the I751 process, about the detailed timeline, is in the link below. But coming back to this video, I did the whole I751 process, which is the process for the removal of conditions, which is how a 2-year green card person submits enough proofs with their application and the conditions get removed for them to become a permanent resident without any conditions. So after that I751 process was approved, I got a letter of confirmation from the USCIS saying my I751 conditions for removal of conditions on my permanent residency has been removed, and that during the initial process when they had given me the green card, they had a glitch in their system which generated me a 10-year green card. Instead it should have been a 2-year green card. But now, since I submitted all my proofs and documents for the I751 removal of conditions, that green card is still valid, meaning the 10-year expiry date, which is 8 years from now, continues to be true. And had you not submitted these documents and the 751 process, that card would have been expired on the 2-year anniversary. But because you submitted all these proofs and you validated your marriage through all the documents, it ensured that they have all the proofs that they need, and they also corrected that glitch on their site. They did not, however, generate a new card, a 10-year green card for me, but they said in the letter, in the notice, that that green card, which has a 10-year expiry period, which should have expired 2 years after it was delivered, is now actually valid for until 10 years from the date it was delivered. So USCIS got to rectify the issue on their end. I got to keep a clean record with the USCIS for my green card process. And though it was a 2-year wait for the entire process to complete, I felt good about that letter at the end of 2 years, knowing that the USCIS got to know that they have all the proofs that they need from me for the removal of conditions, and that the expiry date on that green card is actually accurate now, and the USCIS has updated their files to show that the conditions on my permanent residency have been removed. So that was a glitch that happened on USCIS's end. Again, just to quickly summarize, if this happens to you and you get your conditional green card, which ideally should expire in 2 years, when you have applied for your green card within 2 years from your marriage, assume that that is the 2-year anniversary is when that should have ideally expired, and go ahead with the I751 process for the removal of conditions on your green card. That way you have a clean record with the USCIS, and they are able to rectify things on their end, on their files, to ensure that you have no issues with your work, no issues with your international travels, basically no issues with your permanent residency. And in the future, if you want to do the N400 process for naturalization and becoming a US citizen, having a clean record with the USCIS is very important. So go ahead and do that. And if you have any questions about the process in general, feel free to leave a comment below and I'll try to answer it to the best of my capability. Once again, this is not any legal advice. I'm not an attorney. This is just my experience throughout this process, and I hope it helps you. But yeah, I would suggest and highly recommend that you speak to an immigration attorney if you're facing something similar, because your case might be very peculiar and you might have to submit more proofs or more documentation or less documentation to get that condition removed and to get this issue sorted. Thanks for watching this video, and I hope it gave you some information for your I751 process. More videos related to immigration and naturalization are coming up soon. So if you like this video, definitely hit the like button below, share the video with your friends and family, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you and have a nice day.